so that their subs can be ready. That makes sense.
She did pick the small one though.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. I didn't want anything from Starbucks. Okay.
It's Dunkin' actually.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we had
Welcome to Peoria, Notre Dame for tonight's parochial championship match between St. Vincent de Paul and Peoria Christian. And now for our starting lineups. First for Peoria Christian, the visitor.
There's some kids coming up here. Get her a headset.
I could do it.
Now for the home team, St. Vincent de Paul. All right, good luck to both teams.
Good job, Parker. I guess Jenna passed on her responsibility.
Oh, you could have had me do it.
Alright, be on each side so that they can.
I don't want to mess up their names, coach. I was a little nervous.
The subs can be right here.
Alright, tell them you farmed it out. Welcome, Peoria Parochial School soccer fans, to tonight's championship match in the 7th and 8th grade girls division between the home team on the scoreboard wearing the dark blue St. Vincent de Paul Vikings and the visitors on the scoreboard wearing white and purple Peoria Christian Chargers. Just about ready to start off here. Two fine squads. If you were with us earlier, you saw Peoria Christian boys 7th and 8th grade team take home the title with a 6-1 victory over the St. Philomena Tigers boys 7th and 8th grade team. Congratulations to both those teams on a fine season. Congratulations to both these teams before we kick off here on a fine season. Somebody's going to have to win, somebody's going to have to lose, but you made it here. That makes you winners in our book. I'm Rob Kenny. I'm joined here by Coach Mike Bear, head coach of the Peoria Notre Dame men's squad, soccer squad. Coach, we had a bit of a blowout, but a really entertaining game in that first game. I'm looking for not the blowout part, but the entertaining part to continue here during this game.
Absolutely. From what I understand, I believe these teams tied at some point during the season, so I think we'll have a good competitive match. Obviously, the last game was more of a one-sided affair for Peoria Christian, but obviously scored some great goals, and that was fun to watch. Yeah, it was fun. There was a lot of skill on both sides of the ball there for Peoria Christian and St. Philomena's boys. Again, congratulations to them. We're on to the last championship game of the night between the 7th and 8th grade squads from these two schools. Again, playing on a much bigger pitch than they're used to. That takes some getting used to. Passes that you think are going to get to your person don't get to your person because there's 20 more yards of acreage that they have to cover. We have a little more condensation on the pitch here. But they'll deal with it the whole game. So maybe that'll be a bit of a break for them. The lights are on, fully effective. People are excited. Beautiful weather. A little nip in the air. Both teams are just kind of feeling each other out right now. I know we were going to try to have this game last week and just got so much rain the last 2 weeks, and unfortunately we were able to get the game in tonight. Portions of the field are still pretty saturated and a little soft, but looks like footing wasn't much of an issue in the first game, which is good to see, and the field's holding up pretty well. Yeah, you see some footprints here and there, but all right, number 11. It's Acacia. Good skill there. Acacia Morris. So her grandfather is Larry Evans, who was one of my club coaches growing up. So I've known Acacia since she was little. Excellent. I love stories like that. She's a fun little player to watch. All right, St. Vincent's earns a throw in here. Also, one of the players for Peoria Christian is Violet Hennick, who is actually the daughter of Peoria Christian's head boys soccer coach, used to be head girls soccer coach, and current athletic director, Corey Hennick. All right, there you go. This is Peoria. There's 2 degrees of separation between everybody. Peoria Notre Dame forces the first action from a goaltender there, not Peoria Notre Dame. Peoria St. Vincent's Vikings. That was Hennick over there in the far corner with the clearance. Okay. And we're, of course, more attuned to the youth programs in the city of Peoria than I am. My daughters are 25 and 23 now, and they've aged out of playing in the grade school games, apparently. I keep signing up every year, but. Yeah, my daughter Riley is an 8th grader at St. Thomas, so unfortunately, with it being the fall season and the boys playing, it's hard for me to get to a lot of the parochial games. I did see her, I think, play maybe one game this fall, so she did compete against these teams playing tonight. Should have had her up here instead of you. Yeah, should have had I got the wrong color analyst from the Bear family. Right. I'm just trying not to think about tomorrow's game. We got a big game tomorrow
yes, you
night.
Do.
Regional semifinal game over in Morton. So if anybody's listening, I don't know if the Peoria Christian people care as much, but if we got some St. Vincent supporters of Peoria Notre Dame, help us out tomorrow night, because we're going into Morton to play at Morton in the regional semifinal. I'm sure they're going to bring out a big home crowd. Well, you know, I would have been there, but I got tagged to
step in and broadcast the volleyball match tomorrow.
Oh, great.
So,
I think it's senior night tomorrow night for
yeah,
volleyball.
it should be. It's got to be close to the last match.
I believe it is.
I think they start next week for the playoffs.
It's going to be a good competitive match. I don't know if we're going to see as many goals as we saw in the last game.
Yeah, game definitely being played in the middle third of the field here for both teams. St. Vincent's had the one little excursion into the box, forcing a goalkeeper into action, but it really wasn't dangerous. Collision coming together there, bodies. Both girls get up and get back into the action here.
I believe this is Ringenberg on the run. Her brother Ryan Ringenberg is a current student at Peoria Notre Dame, and I've watched. I believe is it Maya?
Maya, yeah.
Yeah, Maya. She's a really good basketball player as well. Really good shooter for St. Vincent. They have a nice team, 8th grade level.
I like to hear that, St. Vincent's. A stout feeder school for us here at Peoria Notre Dame. Peoria Christian, of course. Most of their kids are going to go to the Peoria Christian High School, a fine institution on the near north side.
Tell you what, off of that shot, St. Vincent had 3 to 4 players running in, hoping for a rebound, and Peoria Christian didn't really just assume the goalkeeper was going to catch it. We'll see if that, like we talked about, slick surface. You never know when there might be a rebound, so you got to protect your goalkeeper.
We saw a few rebound situations in the first game. A few balls that were not handled cleanly the first time by the keeper. One of them led to a goal, directly to a goal. Another one led to a foul. Nope, going to get a handball there. Well, just an unfortunate first touch. Hit her on the top of the foot, bounced straight up. Hadn't hit her hand. I think it probably would have caught her under the chin. We get a free kick here for Peoria Christian. A nice free kick there. And no matter what level you're playing, you don't win that first ball. It hits the ground. Somebody picks up a cheap 20 yards.
Absolutely. I mean, that was one of our big problems all season is winning first and second balls. And tell you what, you win the majority of the 50-50 balls in a game, there's a good chance you're going to win the game.
Yeah. There's Lily Dries there. They were doing some nice defensive work, number 94. Dad Matt is the permanent coach of everything at St. Vincent's. Matt has been coaching basketball and soccer since St. Vincent's himself was roaming around the world.
He's really working that sideline too. He's about 2 to 3 yards on the field right now.
He's getting his steps in. He's a quality guy.
He's a great guy.
I had the fortune of having several of the Dries girls in class and just being around them, and give me a boatload of Drieses and I'd be happy.
You can tell the way he's pacing that sideline. He's really invested into this game.
Well, I think he sees that it's a little bit of a 55-45 game now, maybe going to a 60-40 game for his squad. All right.
Yeah, I mean, if you really look at it, after the opening minutes, I think St. Vincent has had the majority of the ball and spent the majority of the time in Peoria Christian's defensive half of the field. Yeah,
Lily Dries just cracked off a shot there, took a deflection, goes out of bounds, going to earn a corner kick for St. Vincent's Vikings down here on their right corner, their right offensive corner. A little bit further kick, like we said, than they're used to. Dealt with. Handled by the keeper. That was a great job of pushing that ball, popping that ball right back in by, it looked like that was Cooper Smith, number 12. She did a good job. She made great contact. Keeper for Peoria Christian, though, stayed behind the ball, handled it the first time. Excellent job by her.
Definitely not an easy handle.
No.
We talked about with a wet soccer ball and these type of conditions, and she's had 2 to handle so far, and she's handled both of them clean. That
one was dipping too as it was coming to her, so looks like it's coming in head high, and you end up catching it down around your navel. Not an easy thing to do. Peoria Christian here looking to relieve the pressure, but they really just can't get the ball out of their own defensive half. St. Vincent's.
Tell you what, St. Vincent brought a loud student section over there. I mean, I'm picking them up in our mic pretty strong.
Yeah. Delaney Rezak, who was making that nice run, that nice tackle and run. St. Vincent's putting in their first subs of the game, throwing 4 new fresh set of legs on. 1 set of legs coming in for Peoria Christian. Peoria Christian, number 7. Connie Carrillo coming in. Gonna get an early throw. You have to take it back and re-throw. Got about 2.5 minutes to go here in the first period. First of 4 quarters, we're at 0-0. We had 2 goals by this time in the boys' game, but this is a much more defensive battle. 2 very evenly matched teams here. Lily Dries has earned her team a free kick here. It's going to be too far out to be particularly dangerous. They're going to be about 35 yards out.
Tell you what,
maybe 40.
I think this, I'm not sure who this is on the ball. I think she's got a pretty strong kick. I wouldn't be surprised if she tries to put this on goal.
She threw it in head high, bouncing around. Ball's not going to go out of bounds. Yeah, there's a lot of room over there. A little wet grass. Ball's inviting you to play it. Going to earn another corner. This is the 3rd or 4th corner for St. Vincent's.
Mia Ringenberg, she's a handful up there. She's just constantly fighting for the ball. She's got some good speed, and she created some good chances for St. Vincent. She needs to move that ball a little bit off the line. It's going to be difficult to take it from there.
A little local knowledge there. That was Cooper Smith who's taking the free kick there. She does have a good leg. She's the one who popped in that previous ball that the keeper had to handle. There's Lily Dries throwing it across, takes another deflection.
St. Vincent applies a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
It's hard for Peoria Christian to get out of their half of the field because there's so much pressure from St. Vincent's.
Yeah, they have really stepped it up here.
Get back, jog back. You got 40 seconds, jog back.
Get a good punt from the keeper, but it's won by St. Vincent's.
30 seconds left.
Oh, trying. 30 seconds. Plenty of time here. There's a left-footed shot there, handled by the keeper. There's that
rebound I was talking about, and again, you see a St. Vincent player on the doorstep.
Yeah.
Peoria Christian has to be careful. They need to make sure they're tracking back on those shots.
Yeah, I'm not sure who took that shot. Her ponytail is in the way. There was number 16. We put that on Abby Chaddock. All right, Lily Dries cracks off an ambitious shot there because she knew the clock was running down. All right, well, I would say the last 4 minutes or so, that game was tilted completely in St. Vincent's favor. We really didn't call a number or a name for Peoria Christian there at all because they weren't doing anything in their own offensive half. If you're going to be happy with a 0-0 score after the end of 1 quarter, I think St. Vincent's coaching staff would be happy with what transpired there. Everything but a goal, really, for them.
Yeah, you can definitely tell the momentum's shifted towards St. Vincent. I think they've cracked off, about 3 shots on target?
Yep.
In a short period of time, and now it's just, they're going to hope to kind of knock one of those in the goal.
Yeah, they had 3 or 4 corner kicks. They had a couple free kicks, a couple shots from the run of play, forcing the keeper into action. So far, she's been perfect, but she did have that bobble at the end. And then, as you said, your remarks at the beginning of the quarter, that's something to pay attention to because St. Vincent's were the ones who were crashing in, and there wasn't a defender there to poke the ball away.
I'll tell you, the ones that are the hardest to handle on nights like this are going to be the ones that skip in front of the goalkeeper. And all the shots that have been taken by St. Vincent have gotten mostly to her in the air.
Yeah.
The ones that you really want to make sure you're getting on the end of as far as rebounds are the ones that are going to skip in front of the goalie. They're just hard to handle.
Yep. Yeah, goalie almost has to smother those. There's really no catching them. All right, well, entertaining first quarter there. We are 0-0 here starting the second quarter. the second half of the first half, if you will. In this 7th, 8th grade girls PPSA, Peoria Parochial Soccer Association 2021 Women's Championship game between the visitors on the scoreboard, Peoria Christian, and the home team on the scoreboard, Peoria St. Vincent de Paul.
I love this weather. It just feels like fall.
I know. It's just too bad this is the end of soccer seasons and outdoor or broadcast. At least not the end of your season. You guys are going to roll on.
Well, we're hoping so.
I hope so, too.
And I hope we can do a few more broadcasts. I know in the girls' season we were able to, get to Geneseo and do the game there. You know, if we're fortunate enough to win a few games, maybe we get on the road and stream some of these games for the Irish fans.
I'm ready to go. I am ready to go. I have my car alarm with me. So
Inside joke.
Do that again. Let me tell you what that was. I got home that night and I had 10 email messages from Hyundai's, you know, the cloud, saying that they were detecting motion in my back seat with the doors locked.
Wow.
That's what that was. It wasn't me hitting the key because I didn't have the, you know.
So for the fans out there, we were at Geneseo broadcasting the sectional.
That was regional final.
Regional final between Peoria Notre Dame and
Geneseo.
And it was a pretty intense game, and we were into it first half, and we didn't notice anything but a halftime, and a police officer came into the press box. And come to find out, it was Rob's car alarm going off the whole first half, and the Geneseo people weren't happy about it. They thought it was being done intentionally to cause some distraction. During
penalty or corner kicks and free kicks, some of that. What it was, some sort of glitch. My car is supposed to be smart, and it was detecting motion in the back seat with the doors locked and the windows up. And don't really know what it was. It happened again a couple days ago.
Wow. And the officer really played it off nicely. So he showed up. He said, "Do you have your keys on you?" And at that time, I thought Rob was getting arrested. I thought I was going to have to do the second half by myself.
That's what you were worried about?
Yeah, I was. I wasn't worried about you. I was worried about having to do that by myself.
Oh,
shoot. There we go. I got to start the clock. Got it.
All right. Beginning of the second quarter here, 0-0 in this championship game. Peoria Christian started off on the front foot here. They're going to get a throw in. Going to be one, though, on the first hop by. Oh, we got our first ball into the parking lot. Our first insurance claim. First windshield claim of the year.
I think that's Coach Mark Stride's truck. He's not gonna like to see that.
He's gonna just did nothing but knock over the old Starbucks cups that are in there. He'll be fine. Someone's gonna go get it. No, we did not have a second ball.
Yep.
Check this out. We're good.
Again, for our fans listening into this game, Mr. Kenny usually handles the scoreboard, but tonight he's offloaded the PA announcing and the scoreboard operation to me.
That's right. I was a late addition, so I wasn't physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually prepared to do both. I usually have a routine, 24 hours of stretching, some Pilates.
Okay.
Yeah, I just didn't get a chance to get that in. I don't want to pull anything. At my age, I pull something, it stays pulled. All right. Oh, there's some speed here. Then there's Acacia Morris we were talking about. She went flying then down here in front of us. Not showing not just speed, but some good ball skills there, too.
I need to talk to Coach Hennick and see what they're doing as far as speed training at Peoria Christian.
Yeah.
You know, Jacob Walton in that first game looked extremely fast.
Yeah.
Obviously, Acacia showing some great speed in this game. I feel like our boys team is pretty slow. So we need to work on some of that speed training.
Compared to those two.
Yeah, that's right.
Everybody's slow if you're not an Olympic qualifier in something.
Be interesting to see at some point. I don't know, just thinking with my coaching hat on, if they leave Acacia a little higher, where they could maybe play some of those clearances that she can just get on the end of.
Play some long balls to her.
She seems to be the one. She seems to be the one right now playing those balls forward instead of being the one to get on the end of those balls.
Yeah, and she's kind of playing the Danny Gutzwiller role for your team. And sometimes you got to move Danny up front to try to unclog things.
That's right.
Or up top, rather. We have an injured Peoria Christian player here, the St. Vincent's bench is trying desperately to get the referee's attention so we can stop the game so she can get the attention. So we have to take her off, number 28. Maya Police is going to come in and come in for her. I'm not quite sure what happened. I did not see an injury. But,
hey guys, it's hard for me to see blue over here if there's a sub or something. So I need you either behind this bench, back, okay? Or I'm gonna have to move you to the other side because this is the.
I think she may have taken a shot to the mouth. She is walking herself. That's number 22, Jade Saad. It's good to see her walking off on her own power there. I did notice she's wearing braces. You get hit in the mouth when you're wearing braces. It hurts. We're going to have a little drop ball here. All right, we restart the clock, restart the game. St. Vincent's still on the front foot. Throws in a cross. Lily Dree threw in a very nice cross there. A little counterattack here from Peoria Christian. Okay, there's Morris again. She is not, you can just feel her behind you. You know, if you stop, she's going to take that ball off your foot. Tell you what, we've seen some nice balls in, some nice passes here from Lily Drees, number 94, playing here on the right side. Playing basically right midfield.
St. Vincent is starting to get some of those crosses into dangerous areas.
Yeah.
We tell our boys, just keep putting the ball in there. You know, the more times the ball's in that dangerous area, good things are going to happen.
Time and pressure makes diamonds.
You got it, Cooper. You got it, Cooper.
Good job there by number 31 for Peoria Christian.
Same thing we were
Victoria
talking about.
Boyer.
Same thing we were talking about earlier. It's just Peoria Christian's just having a hard time getting out of their defensive half of the field.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It has a lot to do with St. Vincent and the pressure they're applying every time a Peoria Christian player picks up the ball.
Yeah.
They're immediately under pressure, just like that.
You can just see it right here. Yeah. They are winning most of those 50-50 balls.
Like we talked about, the one player from Peoria Christian that seems to be able to get the ball forward is Acacia. When she gets on it, either off the dribble or off the pass, she's able to get the ball forward.
And Jamie Varda for Peoria Christian earns them a free kick here. Give them a chance to throw some people into the box. See if they can't get a ball in there. It's a little far out. We're going to have a left-footed kicker. Take a left-footed swipe at this, maybe.
This is Violet Hennick here taking the free kick for the Chargers.
Oh, she throws in a nice one. Falls right at the top of the box. Won by Peoria Christian, but it goes across the pitch. We're throw in for St. Vincent's here, but deep in their own defensive third. It's going to be a throw out of bounds. Gets it back to Peoria Christian. Number 26, Sarah Limpesis will be taking the throw in for Peoria Christian. Looks like she's looking to take it down the sideline. Nope, turns around and throws it, gets it to the middle. That one's won by Peoria St. Vincent's. Ball is now bouncing around. Oh, comes out towards midfield. That was number 61, put up a good fight there. Mia Ringenberg, we talked about her earlier. She's a tough kid. She went into that tackle. Full-throated.
Super scrappy.
Yeah. Yeah, McKenna Murphy, number 62, just plays the ball out there, live to fight another day. Get some subs in, some fresh legs in for both teams. Allow St. Vincent's to set up their defense. Looks like St. Vincent's probably going to put about 7 girls behind the ball, 8 girls behind the ball right now. 7. Ooh, shot off the face, shot off the knees, the kidneys. It's a non-contact sport.
Good try. We're all right. We're all right.
We're throwing here right below our broadcast booth for Peoria Christian. This Peoria Christian's most time they spent in the offensive half this entire game so far, as we tick down just below 5 minutes to go in the first half. This championship game, 7th and 8th grade girls, Peoria Parochial Soccer Association. Isn't one of those balls that you would like Morris to be on the end of. We have Peoria Christian here, gets a shot off.
Yeah, I think that's the first, for my recollection,
Yeah.
first time they've gotten a shot on goal.
First time
tonight.
the keeper's been in play.
And I think that was just a little unfortunate there. Can't tell the number there for Peoria Christian that got that shot.
Yeah, it looked like she really wanted to try to get it onto her right foot. Ended up taking it with the outside of her right boot.
Correct. It was
instead of
on
the
her.
left.
It was
Yeah.
on her left foot, and you could just tell she didn't.
Yeah, I think it was number 3.
Number
maybe
3,
Caitlin
yes.
Pugh.
Yes.
She did a good job of everything until then, though. A really nice display of skill. They're still dangerous here. Peoria, or St. Vincent's now having the problem Peoria Christian's had most of this game. Could not get the ball out of their own half. They got a shot off there. It had some mustard on it, but it drifts right. Never bothered the goalkeeper, never bothered the frame. A couple more subs here for Peoria Christian. Gonna have a goal kick here. And Sydney Plavick, number 3, who's there playing almost a sweeper stopper role back there. Stopper role, really. She is their last line of defense, not really playing a flat back 4 or a flat back 3. She's got the boot to get the job done. And Peoria Christian, though, keeping the ball in their offensive half here. Doing a good job. Going to earn a free kick here. Spot, just about exact spot they earned their last free kick in. And I think that you said that was Hennick.
Yep, Hennick's coming up to take it again, and we saw her last free kick maybe a little bit further away from the goal. Got into the 18-yard box. This is going to be dangerous.
Yeah, he drops it just about the same spot there, maybe about 2 yards closer.
Yeah, this is one thing is Hennick's their center defender, so the fact that she was taking that free kick, it took her a little bit away from her position and gave St. Vincent an opportunity to break. That
is the first sort of counterattack St. Vincent's had to throw up, because they really haven't had the counterattack. They've had the better of the play there. Well, the game's opened up here now the last 45 seconds or so. It's been back and forth. I'm going to just say that's it. Yeah, play on. Good, clean, hard play. Peoria Christian girl popped right back up. She's tough.
He was looking for advantage there, and brought it back. It was going to be no advantage.
Yeah, we're down with 1:50 to go. St. Vincent's will have a free kick just inside their offensive half.
Peoria Christian's going to be happy with the way this half ended. And I feel like they really shifted the momentum here in the last 2 to 3 minutes, and have had some sustained pressure on St. Vincent.
Yeah, it's the first time they've looked dangerous. And it hasn't all just come from Morris either. I mean, I'm always kind of thinking that boy's going to have to come from her. It's not going to come from anybody. But there's 3 or 4 other people that have gotten involved here. Yeah, both teams would dearly love to get a goal here in the last minute. Peoria Christian will probably get the first, maybe the only chance here. Get a throw in far side. Trying to have it go down. Yeah, they're going to advance by having the ball go out of bounds. I used to try to get my kids to do that when they were little. Just throw the ball in. Maybe it'll go out of bounds. We'll pick up 10 yards that way. All right, 44 seconds to go.
You're a veteran coach in this league, from what I hear.
I did. I coached in this league from, from when they were playing co-ed first and second grade all the way up through, I don't know if I ever coached a 7th and 8th grade team.
Did you ever make a parochial final?
My daughter Allison made the final, or won it, in 5th, 6th grade, I think it was. And she was in 5th grade, so she would play like that. It was always exciting.
Oh, yeah.
I was the soccer coordinator for St. Mark's, and that made you automatically one of the coordinators for the league, so you get put on the board. So I was on the PPSA board for about 5 years.
Okay.
It was fun. It was full of good people. Good people, good kids, good family. Speaking of good people, good kids, and good families, both these schools are chock full of all of those things. What they aren't chock full of is goals. We are 0-0 here in the first half of this PPSA 7th and 8th grade girls championship game, the 2021 season, the last official game of the 2021 season. Peoria Christian won the boys' title a little bit earlier tonight. Peoria Christian girls trying to win the girls' title here. They're going to have to do it by winning the second half because we have a tie first half. St. Vincent, St. Peoria Christian will regroup. We'll be back in about, I guess, about 5 minutes or so. And we'll bring you what promises to be an exciting third quarter. We'll see you then. All right, welcome back to the second half. Start of the third quarter. This PPSA Women's Championship game. Closing out the parochial soccer season for 2021. We're at 0-0 here between the team in blue, St. Vincent de Paul, and the team in white, Peoria Christian. If you were with us earlier tonight, 6 o'clock game, the Peoria Christian boys won a 6-1 victory over St. Phil's. We have a throw in here now for Peoria St. Vincent's. We have a beautiful night here, a little nip in the air, no wind. It was the first half that was tilted almost all the first period and most of the second period to Peoria St. Vincent's way. They did not get a goal out of it though, and then about the last 4 minutes of the first half, Peoria Christian started to impose their will. And Mia Riggenberg throwing it across there, handled by the goalkeeper for Peoria Christian though, but an excellent start here for St. Vincent's de Paul. The Vikings starting off this second half the way they started off the first half, really on the front foot. Okay. And Sydney Plevick is cleaning up everything that comes in her territory back there. She's been doing that all game.
Yeah, not good for Lily. Stay out there. Go, Lily, go. You got it, you got it. Go ahead. Stay with it. Good try.
And get a throw in here for Peoria Christian.
I'm back, Rob. I've already.
It's hard.
I'm back, Rob. I've already failed.
It's hard, let me tell you.
I was talking to one of our assistant coaches about our game tomorrow night, and then I'm hearing, start the clock. And I think it's the third time that's happened to me tonight.
People made fun of me for complaining about how hard it is to do both things at the same time, and I was like, you don't understand. You got to use both sides of your brain.
It's tough.
It's tough.
Hey, you think it's just starting and stopping the clock. I mean, in this, I just thought the clock would run. You know, you just start it and it runs the whole time. There's been a lot of stoppages in this game, even compared to the first game.
Yeah.
But if you don't start the clock, you're really not doing
that
your
last
job.
stoppage was called halftime. We probably should have figured that one was coming.
Well, at least there wasn't a score where someone's upset because
yes,
either they wanted the clock to run or they want more time, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like we're on even playing field. We're just getting a little extra soccer on the lights.
A little extra soccer. Going to get a little about 20 seconds maybe.
How long was it?
It was about 20 seconds.
Okay, that's
it really was. It probably seemed like
that's not bad.
Minutes to you, but it wasn't.
All right, so what's happened? What did I miss?
Well, St. Vincent's come out kind of on the front foot the way they did at the start of the first half, really. They got a shot in, or a cross in. Mia Riggenberg crossed one in, but it was taken care of. Here's Lily Dries. Oh, great goalkeeping by Peoria Christian.
Great play.
Thwarted that. That was very brave. She had to do that, too. That's a goal if she doesn't intervene that way.
Yeah, she made herself big, and she stayed strong, and kind of took one off probably around her knees, lower legs, and made a great play.
Yeah, she was resolute.
And for a goalkeeper, you got to be fearless, and sometimes you got to put your body on the line to keep the ball in the net. And she was more than willing to do that.
Yep, she came off her line immediately when she sniffed out that danger. It was an excellent job. But other than that, that was all St. Vincent's.
And that was Dries,
really
right?
Nice. It was Dries, on the shot.
She's had a big impact in this game.
Yeah.
I know in the first half she was getting a lot of crosses in from the wing, and there you see her getting a shot on frame. So she's definitely played a part in this match.
Well, they started her as a left wing. I think they moved her up from midfield, trying to goose the offense a little bit. You know what we were talking about? Maybe Peoria Christian might think about doing that with Morris. Well, the first people that took your advice was St. Vincent's. Did it with their danger woman.
She's open again.
Yeah. Oh.
You could hear Coach Dries yelling to find her out wide.
Yep.
Just weren't able to release the ball through the channel.
Did get a body foul there on Peoria Christian. We get a free kick out of it. thrown into the middle from the left side here.
I can tell you the ball's slightly underinflated. It's just the coach in me. I can hear it every time the ball's kicked. There's been a lot of balls off bodies, so maybe that's a good thing tonight.
Yeah, yeah. There've been a few. Yeah, there've been a few that have orthodontists don't like to see. I can tell you, I'm impressed. You've been coaching so long. You can just tell the ball's
I can tell. I can hear it.
Underinflated by the sound when the
ball's
60 yards away from you. Yeah.
Well, we've got a good cameraman here. We got that shotgun mic, and it's picking up everything. I can hear it every time the ball's kicked. Hear it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. There is a yeah. Mia Regenberg throws one in there, and it's going to go in. It's going to go in as an own goal, I think. There was confusion between the keeper and her defender. I think the defender made a play for the ball. It kept the keeper from doing it, or the keeper pulled back because the defender was there. It ends up going in off either the body of the goalie or the body of the defender. Definitely an own goal, though. Peoria Christian. Seems like a cruel fate to suffer. Right, 1-0 now. Peoria St. Vincent takes the lead with just at the half mark of the third quarter here. 6 minutes to go, ticking down.
I'll tell you what, Rob, when you shoot the ball, good things happen. And you saw there, it wasn't a weak shot. It had great pace behind it. It was right into a dangerous area where there's bodies. And, you know, maybe it goes in direct and the goalkeeper doesn't see it. Maybe it hits off your attacking player. Maybe it hits off your defensive player.
Yep.
It really doesn't matter if it ends up in the back of the net.
No. It's a pretty just reward for the work that Mia Regenberg has been doing the first 6 minutes of this quarter. She's really been the menacing presence down there on the right flank.
Oh, look, you see. Did he hear me? Did he hear me talking?
I don't know.
Am I talking too loud?
He's been coaching just as long as you have. Maybe
I'm going to tell you right now, it sounds better.
Yeah, it does.
It sounds better. Do you hear it?
Remember, yeah, I do. We had that. This is the ball that went into the parking lot, and they threw a second ball in. So I think this is the original ball.
There you go. There you go. I've heard people tell me, and I know it from coaching down there. You can hear the commentators talking, so you may have heard us discussing the ball.
Could be. That's why I try to be positive in everything I say.
You don't complain about the coaching too much?
I don't like to complain about the coaching too much, or the refs, or anybody, unless I'm related to them. My brother Dave isn't working here anymore, so yeah, I can't pick on him. All right, back to the game. Huge goal. I mean, we thought this was going to be a tight game. We didn't think there were going to be a lot of goals in this game, and to get the first one is just huge for St. Vincent's.
Absolutely, one goal game though. You know, one mistake, one bad bounce. You know, and we're level.
Yep.
So, you know, if obviously we talked about it in the last game, that next goal is really significant. In this game, the next goal is huge. You know, you're 3/4 the way through the game. You know, if St. Vincent able to get a second goal, it's going to be tough for Peoria Christian to come back from that. And vice versa. If Peoria Christian gets a goal, they get the momentum, and we've got ourselves a game.
Yep. All of a sudden, now your legs are a little bit more tired. About 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go here. That was the first slip we've seen. It was probably due to the wet grass. And they throw a nice ball in there. Oh, it's almost. Yeah, threw the ball on.
That's the skip we talked about.
Yep.
And I believe, is that Ringenberg again?
I think it was.
Yeah, that just anticipated that there might be a rebound.
Yep.
And the goalkeeper spilled it in front, and she got a shot off.
That ball hit and went off of her right hand, or kicked to the goalkeeper's left. Ringenberg's right. Ringenberg was right there. She couldn't direct it on frame, but
St. Vincent has been doing that all night. They've been making those runs, and they haven't been rewarded for it, and they were just there.
There's Regenberg again, trying to throw in a cross, gets headed out, finds the head of Peoria Christian defender, not one of her players. They're popping the ball back in now.
And that's why you tell your attacking players to follow every shot. And the reason for that is because 9 times out of 10, there's not going to be a rebound.
Yeah.
And it's always the one time you don't follow your shot that there ends up being a rebound, and you kick yourself for not being there.
We have the ball situation again here. It's on top of the batting cage, so the ball that we really want. is now he's got it back again. So let's hopefully they'll use that ball. As we know from our acoustic demonstration with Coach Bear, that the other ball is a little slightly underinflated. They do sound remarkably different.
They do. You can, it's just something you hear over the years and pick up on it real quick, and it's kind of one of my pet peeves, to be honest. It's part of the you know, in a high school game, it's something you always hope that the officials check before the game, because the home team supplies the balls.
Well, there's another
one, and there's the St. Vincent player there on the doorstep again.
Yeah, that ball was popped back in there by, see the number there. Ball goes out for a goal kick there. I'm trying to see who would pop that ball in. 16, Abigail Chaddock. He's going to put that in and cause the goalkeeper all manner of trouble. Good job by Jocelyn Smith there. Forcing the action. You know, it's starting to call a lot of St. Vincent girls' names. So they are really flying to the ball here. All right. A little bit of a counterattack going there for, I think Peoria Christian coaches would have probably appreciated Morris getting on that first instead of the ball being taken away from her by her teammate. Oh.
She offsides? I think she was.
Rickenberg was teeing one up, but she was coming back.
Two.
Yeah, I think she was coming back from an offsides position, maybe is what it kind of looked like. Tell you what, though, she was teeing one up. She was teeing it up. And we have 27 seconds to go here.
Hennick's leg's going to be tired after this game.
Yeah.
She's having to do a lot of work off not just free kicks, but also just clearances in the run of play. She's having to deal with ball after ball that's coming through from St. Vincent.
Yeah, so far she's holding up fine. And 3-2-1, and that will be the end of the third quarter of this championship match. 1-0 now, St. Vincent. St. Vincent gets an own goal, but a deserved goal. They really put a lot of pressure in those first 6 minutes of the second half. Mia Rickenberg threw in a really nice ball, and then it was taken by, it was either Rickenberg with the shot or Rickenberg with the assist before. We have to look at the replay. Ball caroms in off of the defender and or goalie over the goal line. And voila, St. Vincent's has a deserved 1-0 lead in a game that they're not dominating, but a game that they are imposing themselves on. But there is still a goal out there. There's a lot of skill on the Peoria Christian side. So the title will be decided here in the last 12 minutes. 1-0 St. Vincent. They have the advantage with that lead. Coach Adries reminding the girls, 12 more minutes they have to listen to him. That's all they have to listen to him the rest of the year if they can give him a hard 12 minutes.
Yeah, I think they're deserving right now
of
winning this game. But again, there's 12 minutes left, and Peoria Christian just needs one to take this to overtime.
Yeah, they have a deserved lead, but nothing is certain. We have seen the ball start to skip a little bit more here. We've seen one or two people lose their footing. That may come into play. You may have the ball just skip over a foot, under a foot. Not just the goalie. That's usually what we talk about here, but you know, somebody trying to clear one.
Yeah, I do wonder if Peoria Christian's going to make some adjustments just to get, you know, more of their dangerous players higher up the field. And we talked about it at halftime between you and I, maybe moving Hennick into the midfield and Morris up top, you know, which you might have to make a move like that, because if it gets late in this game, if you don't score a goal, you know, you end up losing this game. So you got to take some chances, but you got to take some chances at the right moments. Yeah,
it's going to, Yogi Berra phrase, it's going to get late early for Peoria Christian in this fourth quarter. 12 minutes goes very fast. Mostly a running clock. Barring, hopefully we don't have any injuries that will stop the clock.
I got the scoreboard ready. I'm ready to start the clock this period.
Took us 8 quarters, but we finally think we got it down. 8 quarters of soccer tonight. We're finally ready to get started.
I think this was a plan from you. I really do, now that I think it through, to make me do this so that I understand how hard your job is.
I wish I was smart enough to have planned that. But you only mentioned broadcasting when you called me. And by the way, you didn't call me until about 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's Matt Blackford. Okay, Matt Blackford is a St. Vincent guy, so I'm sure a lot of people listening probably know him. He was supposed to be a commentator this fall for the boys, and I think he commentated 1 game.
Yes, he did. Well, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Which put us in a really bad spot. So thanks, Matt, for coming through for me. I really do appreciate that, and thankfully I got good friends like Rob that'll bail me out.
It's been my pleasure. It's been my pleasure to broadcast these 2 games here. Now we're down to the final quarter on the 8. It's a championship game for the women's division of the PPSA 2021 Parochial Soccer Association season. St. Vincent's grabs the 1-0 lead after a scoreless first half. They grab the 1-0 lead about 6 minutes into the 3rd quarter. They will start with possession here in the 4th quarter, and they will start with all the momentum in their favor. Peoria Christian needs to do something to change that. It looks like right now they've got the same setup, though, Mike. It's,
Hennick
back
in the
there
back.
playing the center defense. Akasha back here playing center mid.
She's drifting a little bit further forward.
Yeah.
They can find her there.
You find her right there.
This is,
you know that she can take on a player.
But just like we talked about she's got to go through at least 3 St. Vincent players to get to goal from where she's playing right now.
Yeah.
If you move her up another 15 yards, she maybe has to beat 1. And, like I said, it'll be interesting. And they may be, keeping things close and keeping things as is right now, and maybe they make some of those moves in the last, 2 to 3 minutes of the game when you got to go out for a goal.
Yeah.
They know their team better than me, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they may be concerned about moving players up too early, and maybe you concede a goal.
Yeah. We can see what I like about her. She's not getting frustrated. She's not trying to do everything. She's playing as if the game has just started, and she's playing her center. She's playing her midfield role. She's trying to link up between the defense and her forward players. I think she's doing what she should be doing, playing that position. She's not getting frustrated and creating gaps where there shouldn't be gaps. There's a nice ball in. Oh, just a bad first touch. Unfortunate first touch. So that was a really good ball in by number 20 for Peoria Christian. That was Francia Varda. 3 Vardas on this team. You go to the Varda family reunion, you're going to lose the soccer game against if they play boys versus girls.
Effie, come to the left. Slide this way.
And we talked about it getting late early, already 2 minutes in.
Delaney, win the ball.
Into this half, getting down to the 10-minute mark. We started with a full 12.
I think they got the flat ball back out there again.
Come on, Lily.
Let's see. We have a Deflategate controversy here.
I apologize to all the listeners. Like I said, it's just a little bit of a pet peeve.
Invest in a good pump.
Hey,
Pressure
Amazon.
gauge combination.
Amazon.
We have a nice one on the boys. Well, here's Mia Regenberg outrunning her defender. She gets a shot off. It is well handled by the keeper. The keeper stayed right behind the ball. Mia Regenberg, the shot was on frame, on target. It's going in without the intervention of the keeper. The keeper took it right off the chest, controlled the rebound, fell on it. A very nice job. That's her second or third really important contribution this half.
Absolutely. And great work by Peoria Christian there. I think the ball just skipped past Hennick there, created that breakaway, but I can't tell her number, the defender right around the goal, but she didn't quit on the play.
No.
She hustled back and just made it difficult for Ringenberg, rather than
pressure. Yep.
Exactly, a little bit of pressure, put her off a little bit as she's taking that shot.
Yeah, make her make a difficult touch. This is what she did. Combination between the defense and the goalkeeper. Oh, there's a very nice ball put in there. Who was Gabby Sorry, number 36. Very nice job there. She's also got pink shorts, pink shoes on. Makes it easy to find her. I always appreciate that as an announcer. Time is ticking away. We're down below 8.5 minutes here for Peoria Christian. Peoria St. Vincent's just really needs to lock the ball into their offensive zone here. Make Peoria Christian defend. Keep them from counterattacking. Keep them from being able to have a lucky bounce. St. Vincent's coaches imploring their kids to get back behind the ball, to get back. Have the midfielders come back and help. I think they've pulled Lily Dries now back into the midfield. They pulled her off the top. No, they get a shot off. That's what you're looking for. That, that was about a yard away from bouncing in front of the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper had to still take it in an awkward position, but she handled it well.
But it's a shot, right?
It is
and
a
they're just going to hope to get more of those. Again, this quarter they haven't spent a lot of time yet in the St. Vincent end, and so you'll take every shot that you can get.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was dangerous. And we said that was what you need to do if you're Peoria Christian. What you still need to do, actually, if you're St. Vincent's too. The best defense here is going to be a good offense, getting that second goal. A little bit of desperate defending here for Peoria. Peoria did it again.
This is what we're talking about.
St. Vincent's here, yeah. Oh, nice ball. Takes a deflection. Got to have some talk here. Got to have some talk. She clears it. Good job by the goalkeeper.
It's getting interesting here, Rob.
Yeah, a little
you get late
confusion.
You get late in these championship games, and maybe you get a little bit of nerves.
You get the nerves going.
You start to think that you gotta start panicking a little bit.
Yeah.
And, if you're St. Vincent, you just gotta settle down a little bit.
You did.
And if you're Peoria Christian, you keep this thing as hectic as possible.
Yep. Chaos is your friend. Yeah. Panic and chaos is your friend if you're Peoria Christian. All right. Peoria St. Vincent's gets the ball back into their offensive third.
That's where you talk about big game experience and why it's so important, because until you've been in these moments and you got your bench yelling at you and you've got the fans screaming and yelling, and sometimes you can get caught up in the emotion of the game.
Yep. It is. You see it every time, particularly with the younger kids. You see it with the older kids too. Well, one thing you see here with Peoria Christian now is a belief. You really haven't seen it in this second half here. They believe now they've got a goal in them. They believe there's a goal in this game for them. They've got to find it though before
5 minutes to do it.
Yeah, before the clock finds triple zeros. But right now they are on the front foot. They are the team that is dictating the pace. They're the team that's dictating the chaos, like you said. You're dictating the confusion.
Better pick the clock here just in case. If I miss a stoppage right now, I'm going to hear about it.
Yeah. Now I'm going to make sure everybody knows it's you and not me. All right, Peoria Christian trying to get a cross in here. Going down the left side. Going to earn themselves a corner, or not a corner kick, but a throw-in. We got subs coming in. So
line change.
It must be St. Vincent's possession then, because they were allowed to make the subs on the throw-in. Down on the far end of the field there. It's a little dark for us out here.
I think this is the hardest part about coaching in parochial games is keeping track of the line changes.
Yeah. You know what?
5, 6 in, 7 in, and you make sure you get 5, 6, 7 out.
You need your assistant coach to be in charge.
Right.
Of that. You do. You really do. You need somebody to be in charge of that because it is tough.
So let one coach coach and one coach worry about tracking substitutions.
Yep. Tracking substitutions, tracking the amount of time they've played. The quarters. It is absolutely vital. And Peoria Christian still locking the ball in here. Now we get a good cross out. It's going to go about 40 yards. Going to force Peoria Christian to be sucked back into their defensive.
Here's Hennick. She's starting to move up a little bit, it looks like. I don't know if she's doing that on her own or if that's a change they've made in their system, but now you can see her almost like a defensive midfielder now.
Yeah, we're going to foul there. If you say Vincent, you don't mind that foul. 85 yards away from your box. 3.5 minutes to go. Peoria Christian will be getting the free kick out of it, but very deep in their own territory, their own defensive third. St. Vincent wins it. That was vital.
And I think the change, they just switched Hennick and Acacia.
Okay, it was Hennick who just took that
I think
free kick.
Hennick's in the midfield now, and Acacia's playing that center back position. Might also be just also a little strategy just with fatigue. You know, Acacia's been doing a lot of running up and down the field, and so maybe she said, I'll sit back for you and you go make some runs. And Hennick does have a strong leg.
Yes, she does. She's left-footed and always screws people up. And throw in for Peoria St. Vincent's. 2.5 minutes to go here. They are desperately clinging to the 1-0 lead here. They had a good win. Good win for St. Vincent's there. At this point, you kind of remove the subtlety for your game if you're St. Vincent's. Really, you just got to get a toe on the ball, you got to get a foot on the ball, you got to get a head, any body part on the ball, redirect it, keep Peoria Christian from going towards your goal. Kick the ball 40 yards, let them start over.
That's it. Big clearances forward and keep the ball on their end.
Yeah, just like that. You know,
it's the stuff they've been doing all night, too. You know, they just do a great job of when Peoria Christian does pick up the ball, they just apply so much pressure. It's hard for Peoria Christian to get out of their half.
That's something Peoria Christian boys are actually very good at against St. Phil's. The first time they had the big number 10, Loeb. He would just put the ball out over the touchline and reorganize the defense and lather, rinse, repeat. All right, down below 90 seconds left here in this championship game. All right, good defensive pressure there. All right. Good job there by, we haven't called her name quite yet, Chloe Rezak, number 12. Good job applying pressure from behind, winning that ball back, winning a possession for her team. We're down below a minute, 60 seconds less. This last game of the Peoria Parochial Soccer Association 2021 season. This is the women's championship game. St. Vincent de Paul School clinging to a 1-0 lead against the Peoria Christian. We have probably the last charge here for the Chargers, if you can excuse that pun.
Good decision by St. Vincent there just to get the ball forward.
Yeah, like you said, there's no time for subtlety. This time just to defend.
15 seconds.
St. Vincent's is starting to look golden here. 7 seconds. There we go. That is going to be the decisive touch there, the last touch of the game before the clock runs out. And there you have your champions for 2021 Peoria Parochial Soccer Association Women's Division. 7th to 8th grade girls, the oldest division. St. Vincent de Paul defeats a fine Peoria Christian squad, 1-0 on the strength of an own goal midway through the third period. We have a semi-rushing of the field here by St. Vincent's crowd. We'd like to thank everybody for tuning in for these games. If you're with us for both games, you're with us for just one of them, we really thank you. We appreciate the opportunity to highlight these grade schoolers. There's a lot of talent out in the Peoria grade school soccer pool, and we're happy to show it to you. Congratulations to St. Vincent's Coach Matt Dries. Congratulations to Peoria Christian and their program, boys and girls. And we really appreciate you all tuning in with us. This has been Rob Kenny, Coach Mike Bear, our cameraman and director, video guru Aaron Cunningham. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you tomorrow on a volleyball broadcast. And good luck to Peoria Notre Dame soccer boys playing in their first regional game tomorrow. Good luck, Coach Bear. See you all later.
Good job, Coach Dries. Good job, buddy.
Good game. Weather held off. All right, need help with anything?
All right, nope. I'll see you tomorrow.